I'm just an ordinary guy, here to help folks become extraordinary. That is why my mom left Vietnam in 1975. It wasn't the first boat, it was the second boat, like Gene said. And this is our third try to get out of the country, right? We didn't come from riches, and we were all fighting for a position on the boats. So it was getting full on the boat. And she goes, I was 7 years old. She goes, we're gonna send you up first. So if you can envision a boat with ropes and everyone's climbing up the boats. And he goes, Tom, climb up that boat. You get there, and you scream for your family. So then my younger brother climbed up, and then my younger sister climbed up. 8 kids, by the way, single mom. Okay? I got up there and I screamed for my mom and my brothers and sisters. And we got on the boat and we got out. To come to a land of opportunity, to come to America, to be whatever you want to be, and there's no limits. Nothing can hold us back. The only thing that's holding us back, that my mom told me, is me. Right? She wanted to come here because she wanted to give us the best education. And like most Asian parents, she wanted me to be a doctor. I wasn't a doctor. She wanted to be an attorney. I wasn't an attorney. She wanted to be an engineer and, all these things. My brothers, my sisters, my siblings became engineers, doctors, so on and so forth. This kid went into real estate. So I'm just ordinary, like you. All right? But when I graduated from college, by the way, all of the kids paid for their own way to college. There was no college fund. When I graduated from college, I went to work for an organization in the insurance business. I was a young kid, and it took me basically 9 years to get to a level where I was the area chief financial officer for a publicly traded company, one of 5 area CFOs. And basically from the day that I started, we were the 13th largest brokerage firm in the United States. By the time I ended with my career in the insurance business, we were the 3rd largest in the world. That company is still there today, Arthur J. Gallagher. They gave me what I needed to do. There's a reason I'm sharing with you the story is because my last name is Truong. As much as that company was, and it's a great company, they gave me the path to freedom, but I wasn't as connected as I needed to be. I got to the 2nd corner office, never the 1st corner office. I was the CFO, not the CEO. There was that ceiling that I could never break through. And one of my mentors says, Tom, you're not going to be the top dog there. And I wanted to be top dog. My mom wanted me to be successful. So that's when I left that business and cashed in all of my stocks, left a lot of stock options on the table, but I wanted to chase a dream. Now, the reason I left that company was the first reason, but the real reason was in the last 3 years, I did mergers and acquisitions. Okay, and my job as the CFO was to crunch the numbers, and then as soon as we rolled these agencies in, my job was to downsize, was to right size, was to lay off folks. The charge was to get rid of 20% no matter what, because we don't need 2 CFOs, we don't need 2 treasurers, we don't need 2 receptionists, so on and so forth. And I remember I was sitting across from the desk with this gentleman, 56 years old, 3 kids in college. His wife never worked because he gave his entire life to building this insurance agency, but he had 0 ownership. And I slid across a severance plan that gave him 2 months. And his tears started wetting his shirt, and then it started hitting the teak wood desk that he sat behind. And he says, Tom, what am I going to do? This is my only career. Got 3 kids in college. You give me 60 days to find another job? And that night I went home and I said to my wife, honey, I am not working for the man ever again. I'm going out and working for myself. When I found eXp, thank you, Scott Lewis, thank you, Tracy Lewis, Rob, Gene, Glenn Sanford, and all of these leaders here. When I found that, it was the ownership piece that I really loved, right? It was the ability to control my future and to help all of those other real estate professionals out there take back their future. Every day I sell houses, and we teach people to own real estate, right? Then why do about 1.3 million realtors rent the real estate agency? You guys own this thing, you know that? Okay. Life was not always good as an immigrant kid. I got picked on when I was little. I remember being in 6th grade, being one of the shortest kids in the class. Not understanding English, you get picked on. And I learned to fight really good. But you know what? My mom said, Tom, it doesn't matter whether you're 4 feet, 1 inches. In your mind, you are 7 foot tall every day, son. Right? You guys have been presented with this opportunity. I can't believe it's only $149 to get started. How ridiculous is that? $149, and you can open up this box, and inside this box are gifts. There's more leads than you can handle if you put the time in to generate them through KV Core. There's more training, support, systems, tools than you can ever go through. There's amazing leaders, state brokers, and marketing folks, and trainers, and icons, more than will ever be able to tap into their knowledge to give you every single thing you need to chase your wildest dreams. And then you've got that ownership thing, and then you've got this revenue share thing. Man, I don't know how I got picked to come on here. Thank you, Brent. Thank you, James, for inviting me. I'm just a regular kid wanting to help people doing extraordinary things. My mom, on her deathbed, said to me, Tom, when you pass, can you promise me one thing? Can you please go out and help 100 other people change their lives to become better? And if on their deathbed, they say, Tom, that guy helped me get better and help my family get better. That's my mission, right? I do okay. But with this opportunity, all of us can go out and change lives. Do you agree? At some point, it's not going to be about you when you guys figure that out. At some point, when you feel like, you know what, I am going to help Susanna, and I'm going to help Bill, and I'm going to help Larry, and I'm going to help Susie achieve their wildest dreams. I'm going to help them take those dreams that have been swept away under the rug. I'm going to help them brush off the dust and then dream big, massive, bodacious dreams. And then we're going to get there, but it's not easy. Is it easy to build this revenue share business? Yes or no? No, yes, no, yes. That's up to you. If it's not easy, you are right. If it's easy, you are also right. What do you want it to be? There is a whole system that Jay Kinder so eloquently delivered If you just follow that system, guys, that's part of the box, this gift that you have that you have. You just got to open up and follow the system. For me, it's pretty simple. I don't know if you guys know, I lead an organization called the Asian Real Estate Association of America. Okay? It's a nonprofit organization to promote sustainable home ownership in the AAPI community and to close that home ownership gap. Okay? I don't get paid a dime for it. Okay? Not a dime. Okay? On a weekly basis, I invest about 30 hours a week without travel for this organization. Okay? I was elected more than 2 years ago, and you work your way into the presidency. When I ran, my wife, Marissa, says, Tom, you really want to do this? Are you sure you cannot sell houses? Are you sure we can do this? I says, honey, we will figure it out. That was before Scott and Tracy reached out to me. At first, I was not interested, right? I said, no, I'm not interested. I've seen it all. I built the brokerage. I sold the brokerage. I went back to, selling houses. I did all right as a sales guy, and I had a good lifestyle. And Scott and Tracy said, Tom, before you say no, do you know what you're saying no to? See, they knew I was a CFO. I had to understand. And so I watched that video. And then I stayed up for 2 nights and 3 days, eXp insomnia. I grilled them on a Saturday morning. It was like 7 a.m., 6 a.m. in San Antonio, and I'm hitting his phone, calling him, texting him, and Scott picks up the phone, and Scott goes, Tom, can I just get a cup of coffee first? And I'll answer all your questions. Right? So then Tracy asked me another question. Tracy goes, Tom, doing what you're doing now, it seems like you're doing very well, because she stalked me on LinkedIn and Facebook and stuff, right? Seems like you're doing well now. But what vehicle do you have to help 100 other people become successful? So ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you, an ordinary guy, but we, with this program, can do extraordinary things and help people achieve their dreams wildly. Thank you very much. I love you guys. You are my family here. You're my business partners. And let's take this organization from 20,000 to 200,000. Yes?
Mr. Tom Truong!
Thank you, sir. Thank you,